Hey everyone, welcome to Valrex Gaming. Today we're going to do an Imperius guide. I'm going to do it how I've done before, where I play a game and talk about how I play Imperius. Now this is the last video that I have someone who's asked me to do a video of. So if you have a video you want me to do, put it in the comments. So we're just going to do a domination game, and I'm going to do the normal Imperius because a lot of people play Imperius as their first tribe. Actually, almost everybody plays Imperius as their first tribe, thanks to the tutorial. But Imperius is still a wonderful tribe to play. They are top tier. There's even some people who call for their nerfs. I've seen in the comments of my tribe tier list. But I love them, and I think they're great. They're the quintessential Polytopia tribe. So here on your first turn, turn 0 as it is called, everybody always harvests the fruit first. This is why they're called a T0 tribe, because you get to level up your city on the first tribe and take a workshop. Therefore setting you above most other tribes with the ability to bring in 3 stars consecutively, starting with turn 1. And then you just move towards resources somewhere. So we're gonna go that way because there's a little more space over here. See that I got a lot of water here, so I'm moving that way because there's more fog over to my never eat soggy waffles west and less so to the east. And you end your turn. Now I haven't discovered anyone yet, so you have to wait. Oh, we got Imo, so we'll train another warrior. And that's a pretty standard open as well, to train another warrior. You could opt at this point to wait, but that kind of depends on the resources that you have available. Like if you had 2 horses for farming or 2 fish for fishing, maybe you'd want to save up and buy that technology, which would cost you 5 stars. But we're going with 2 warrior open so that we can explore more. So move diagonally, right? This is a very good habit for you to get into, is moving diagonally. And we're gonna make 1 more warrior who we're gonna send directly south. And we finally found a village. Geez, turn 3 to find a village. Now, something that you should keep in mind is that there's something called suburbs for the villages surrounding your city. Suburbs are the villages that are immediately just outside of the fog, is what they call them in professional Polytopia play. And so usually you run into them turn 2. I was unfortunate that I ran into them turn 3, which means I'll capture in turn 5. Capture in turn 5, holy cow. But these extra stars does us pretty well as far as economics go. It doesn't make sense to buy any technology right now with hunting, because it's best to buy technology when you can use it. You don't want to buy technology and then you run into something that's like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have spent my stars. Oh, Imo just revealed its face down there. And you see, Imo already has 2 cities, so the capital's right there then. So there's a suburb right there. All right, with 13 stars, forestry is probably still just out of our reach at 6 stars. Let's see, that's 11. So we can't really use it yet, so we'll just wait. We're gonna get needing stars. We'll hop on that village. Now it's time to gather some technology. I'm gonna go for fishing because we're gonna need to start contending on the water. But this is great about being Imperius, right? Good fruit spawn, especially because Imperius has a higher than average fruit spawn rate. I wanna get another technology before we level up, and I think riding is gonna help us here to take on Imo. So we're gonna take this and maybe even take an explorer, see if we can see the rest. Yep. So you take an explorer usually on your 2nd or maybe 3rd city, so you can find information on your opponent. What's great about playing Imperius is that it really translates over to a lot of other tribes. The principles that you use in general, especially with Imperius, you're gonna apply to almost every tribe you play. So because we got that, we can now definitely get a rider so we can do something with it. Ooh, we could almost take double resources right here with 2 ports. See, because they'll connect, and that will level up our capital, and we'll take resources. And we just get some fish, and we get even more resources. Always try to level up these cities quickly, especially thanks to that resource gathering ability. So now that puts us well into 1st with lots of points, 1,600 points. And we'll be economically drawing in 8 stars per turn. But then we're gonna hold on to stars just to see what else we need to do with them. We have the computer being really stupid. So we're gonna hit and run And you know what? We're gonna take climbing just so we can see, yep, what's going on. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have reversed that order. Did you see that? I should have gone on the mountain and hit first with him so that I could have hit with my rider and bounced onto the city. That would have been far better for us. And we're gonna be ready to get on the water. And because I already have decent amount of vision right now, I feel like I'm pretty good. We're gonna take another workshop. Luxor already taking catapults. What? Crazy times. And I probably should have taken possibly hunting. But we need forestry to really start leveling up some of the other stuff we got. All right, because he left himself open. Thanks, Quetzali, for helping us. And now he likes us, which is even better. And we can be super annoying with some roads right here. So roads will help us get through the forests right here. So we can run in and go like this, ha-cha. Hey, look, there's another village. And run away. And siege. Looks like there's gonna be a village, yep, right there. You could tell because there was a shallows right here, because ordinarily they don't spawn on corners. What else can we see here? Nothing else? Yeah, go ahead and take that. Heal up. We do need sailing to start doing something over on the water. But I'm gonna grab sailing right now. I know I'm breaking that rule of don't buy it unless you can use it, but it's so it doesn't become more expensive because I'm about to capture 2 cities right now. And we're gonna make sure nothing can, yep, okay, we're good there. Just wanted to make sure nothing could come and unsiege that city. Some of you may ask, why don't you play multiplayer when you do these guides? And that's because when it's this late at night that I am shooting these, when I actually have time, there's nobody that is going to play the game type that I want to play, usually. So that is why. Okay, we got lots of things to capture. We also have the ability to come over here, hit, and then heal. Do that with your veterans. Now, do we want to get anything else at this point? Probably hunting, so that we can start using those technologies and make sure that we don't have a useless city, because a city that you just barely captured with no workshop is pretty darn useless. And we're gonna get rid of this annoying warrior. And I still got a useless city right there, and I'm gonna have a couple of other useless cities. See, 'cause they're useless because they raise your technology costs and they're not really helping you economically, because now, if you check out my technology costs, holy cow, 18 stars for forestry, and I'm only bringing in 17. All right, so we'll link up there. So we can do that. Let's grab some resources right here. Ooh, we can get resources right here. And we're just gonna need to build someone on that so that they don't hurt us. And let's take care of some riders. They're gonna sit there and fight each other, which is great. These catapults could be a problem still though. Use roads to move quickly. In fact, rider roads again is a pretty awesome strategy. A lot of people still use it. Used to be way stronger when roads were only 2 stars, but looks like we're gonna need catapults to take on Quetzali too. We're gonna level up this city for resources. We should take forestry, finally. Oh wow, getting a siege off with a wheat? That's because he had a catapult sitting on the city. That's crazy to see that. And you know, chances are I can sit here and pick at that catapult and he can't do a darn thing about it. Darn. We could have almost had 100% perfection. There we go, finally. Now, something that you'll notice is that I haven't really bought farming, because look, if you're looking at these lands, there's actually no natural farms that spawned within Imperius's lands. All right, in the name of getting high score, high score, these units are disbanded. Notice I'm taking parks now, because now it's really late game, and giants aren't really going to help us at this point. So parks will help you press a further advantage just with a little more stars per turn. And we're taking defenders to put on the water, because we're going to have to approach from the sea because of those catapults. Could also approach from land with chivalry. Nice value right there with a bomber. Oh, goody, goody, get him drops a swordsman. Let's just clean up some of these shields that are running around. That and every person you get will add to your battles, because we need 98% to get absolute 100%. I just think it might be 96 is what we need. So, but we need 50 kills to get up to that, so another 12. Oh boy. We'll get literacy. We got a lot of stuff going for us, so we'll just make it easier for us to buy technology. If we want it. We could actually be really mean and build in the wilderness. This is kind of a cool trick, right? You can build where it's not anyone's territory. And you can run in and smack and run away. And now it's time to start disbanding stuff, because we don't really need all this jazz. And we're gonna chop forests because we don't need them, but we're gonna build a knight right there. But we can go like that. And we can go like, oh, we lost a unit. I was too hasty and did us in. Oopsie daisies. Yeah, we would have been there. But now we're back to 95. You get 3 stars pretty easily, but don't do dumb stuff and you'll get the glowing background. Good times. 95. Yeah, see, 99. If this is 96, you get it. Anyways, hopefully that was fun. Imperius is a tribe that you should really play and master, or at least just play a lot of, because you'll be able to get a lot of really good basics down with Imperius. Really lean into their economic strength of being able to level up very quickly in the beginning, and then you just out-eco everybody. And that's really how Imperius rolls. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And again, comment down below if you want to see something, because this is the last video that I had a request for. So we do videos every week, and we will see you next week.